how to connect earbuds to your Baofeng radio like the UV5R right here. This is actually a pretty easy concept, but it's a little tricky to figure out if you don't know what the different types of connections are, how a Baofeng works, how it feeds in audio, how it feeds out audio. Just some things to consider with that. And so I've broken it down here and made it really easy to connect your UV5R to your earbuds that you probably already have. And if you want the parts to do that, you can just go to the description, defensedistributors.com. I've got it all there. But if you actually want to learn the theory behind it, which I recommend you do, that's all here in this video. So the UV5R as a radio comes with earpieces, and they're really, really uncomfortable. If you've ever opened the UV5R box, you know that the earpieces suck. They're terrible to wear, they're not fun, they're not a good time, but they come for free, so who cares? But I sat down one day and I was like, I want to use my earbuds, which I already find comfortable with my UV5R. It can't be that hard, can it? And it took a little bit of finding, but I found a solution which we now carry on Defense Distributors to do exactly that. This is the BTEC 3.5mm PTT. What this does is it takes the Baofeng plug, converts it to a 3.5mm, and adds in a button. Now there's something that this system does that a lot of other systems don't do or aren't able to do. And one of those things is it still allows for your microphone on your earbuds to work, which is why I would recommend this as a solution for earbuds. So what is happening here is the BTEC 3.5mm system is taking the K1 Baofeng connector, which is a 2-pin connection. It is converting that to 2 wires. One of those wires comes out on this cord right here and converts to a little button, which you can strap on your wrist, your finger, somewhere on your body, whatever. I've seen a lot of really creative solutions on what to do with this. And when you hold this down, it's going to allow you to talk. The other wire feeds out to a 3.5mm jack. Into that 3.5mm jack, you can plug in your earbuds. You'll notice that there's no microphone with this system, and that's because this system allows you to use the microphone that is already on your earbuds. Like right here, these Apple 3.5mm earbuds, they have a microphone right on them, which is awesome because now I can just wear these normally and talk like I normally would. And for a low-vis setup or something like that, this can be really, really convincing, and it can work pretty well. So there are other systems that allow you to do this with a microphone on them, and the reason I'm not using them in this video is because I think for a low-vis setup, it's just easier to use this microphone. But this will allow you now to listen with your earbuds, and when you want to talk, you can hold down on this button and you can pipe out audio through the microphone. It's literally that easy. And there's really not much more to talk about with this. That's how you connect your 3.5mm earbuds to your Baofeng radio. All you need is the earbuds, the radio, and the BTEC 3.5mm adapter. If you want to get the parts to this, any of the radio parts and the PTT, you can go to the link in the description, defensedistributors.com.